weird that you can stream a movie from anywhere around the world in a second, but sending your own money to a friend can take 3 whole days, at times even 5? The delay isn't a glitch in the system, is the banking business model. For decades, that friction has been widely profitable for the financial institutions we all use. But that model is starting to crack. There is a new type of a digital dollar that moves at the speed of the internet and is the number one reason your bank is losing sleep. This isn't just another crypto nonsense. It's a direct challenge to the foundation of banking itself. Understanding this shift is your key to navigating biggest financial shakeup of our generation. So let's break down how slow and expensive moving money can be. When you send a wire transfer, especially an international one, your money doesn't just zip from your bank to its destination. It goes to a long, winding journey through a network of middlemen banks, often called correspondent banks. Every single stop adds delays, and you guess it, fees. When it causes delay, it means fees are added to it. So whenever you send money out there and they say to you, you have to wait 3 days, it means you are paying for those days that you are waiting for your money to get to the final destination. Doesn't that sound crazy and weird? In modern age, we are still paying for that amount to get our money transferred to our destination. Right? That's why banks are crazy currently. They don't want to see this revolution. They are late. They got into the party late and they are trying as hard as possible to get back on board. That's why this idea, if say you get it, if you understand it, you are going to transform the way you navigate sending money to your loved one wherever they are, whenever you want, even on weekends. The truth is, this whole process run on a Swift system, and the Swift system is a messaging network system that was built in the 1970s. Can you imagine? Since the 1970s until date, we are still trying to focus on this system. Isn't it crazy? With this technology, AI, we are still clinging to the old ways of doing things. There is a revolution, and these facts is going to help you be ahead of the curve. You're going to be ahead of everyone else. By the way, if you're watching and you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you go right now and smash the subscribe button. It's going to help this content reach out to more people like you. Well, many people will argue that the Swift system is reliable. Yeah, it's reliable, but it wasn't built for this day and age. It was built for the past. We are in the future. Now things has to change. The new system is what we should focus on. We don't want to be paying high fees every now and then to send money across the globe or around the globe. If it takes seconds to stream a video around the globe, then it should take seconds for me to send my money to someone else out there. Okay? Yeah, I think that's what should happen. I'm saying this because that 3 to 5 days window that you have to wait for your transaction to get to its destination, most at times the weekends are excluded. So the weekend are not part of the days that you have to wait for your transaction to go. But they say 3 to 5 banking days. That is crazy, meaning the whole weekend, nothing is happening. The banks are closed. And with the new technology, with the new dollar, things are going to happen 24/7, regardless when and where you are. So, my friends, I think the solution is digital dollar. This old way of doing things must stop. We have to move forward. To the banks, this is a business model that makes them money. This is $1 trillion business model for the banks, and they have been making money from it. Do you think they're gonna just stop like that without a fight? They're gonna fight for this, but the truth is, they will lose this fight. No one is gonna look at the future of money and then decide to use the past of money. The 1970s model that was established at that time. Now is a new age. We have to focus to the digital dollar, which is the future. And looking at what is going on currently in the crypto space, I think this is exactly what we need to take crypto to the next level. No wonder USDT and USDC are the number one stable coins that are making waves around the world. So, what am I talking about? I'm talking about stable coins. That's how they are called, stable coins. And the most trusted type of stable coins are fiat backed stable coins, such as USDT and USDC. These stable coins are backed by reserved actual cash or super safe assets like the US Treasury bills. This means for every digital dollar out there is a real dollar or equivalent sitting in a reserve account somewhere. The market for this digital dollar has ballooned, recently surpassing 250 billion US dollar in total capitalization. This isn't just a niche market anymore. It's a sign of a massive shift of how we think about money. So, what makes this so revolutionary? It boils down to three things: speed, cost, and accessibility. Unlike a bank wire or bank transfer, a stablecoin transaction flies directly from a digital wallet to another anywhere on the globe. So wherever you find yourself, you're gonna get that transaction done. Transact in a second like that. The money gets to you. You are not gonna wait for days like the old traditional way of doing things. You send money through the Swift system and it's gonna take 3 to 5 days before the money gets to your destination. This is crazy. What if the person who need that money is dying, and that money it should be what that's gonna save them from dying? So this is weird, guys. We have to take this serious. This is a revolution that if you knew nothing about, then you know now. You must act on it. It's easy to hold a stable coin. Just go to any wallet and transact your dollar. It's just like taking your big paper dollar or your dollar in the bank. Then you convert it to any digital stable coin that you can use to move money around. These days, you can even buy with your digital dollar. Like there are cards that you can use to spend your digital dollar. I mean, things have changed. And if you guys want me to create videos about that, how you can spend your digital dollar, I want to create videos about that and teach you guys how you can do just that. The good thing is, guys, you can do this transaction anywhere, anytime. As I mentioned, 24/7. We have 365 days in a year. You can literally transact in 365 days in a year without anyone delaying you. Wait for 5 days, 3 days, 10 days, 2 weeks. At times, you ask you why are you sending your money with this system. No one is asking you why you're sending your money to someone else. No one is telling you this or that. You press the send, and the money leaves your wallet to the next wallet in a second or minutes. You won't have to stay for days before you receive or send money. And more to that, you're gonna be saving lots of money because it's expensive to send money using the old system, the Swift system. At times you can pay up to 3%, to send money to someone else out there. And the worst thing, guys, is like when you are doing international transfer from a country to another country, at times you can even take 2 weeks for your money to get to the destination. And when it gets there, most of the time the bank will call and ask you why is this person sending you money, and it will take more longer time because they want to know why this person sends you money, what for, what business you have with the person. And imagine, guys, you need money immediately to do stuff. You wouldn't be able to do it because the banking system is flawed. You know, everyone has to check this, check that, blah blah blah. It's crazy. Trust me. Studies have shown that stablecoin transaction can slash up to 80% fees. That's why you see the banks are scared because a lot of money is gonna be taken off the table for them. We're talking about trillions of dollars that these banks make from the fees that we pay for our transaction to get to its destination. These guys are being threatened. That's why you see them don't want stablecoins to succeed. They want to kill stablecoin, but it's too late. Imagine Theta alone, which is one of the stablecoin out there, benefited about 4 billion in profit in Q2. This is crazy. Imagine that's happening. A small company like Theta profiting about 4 billion in Q2, then imagine what banks are making from the large fees that they collect. Theta, the fees you pay for Theta is almost nothing. But look at what they are making from that. And you tell me the banks are not being scared? They are scared because all the money is going back to your pocket, to my pocket. It's our money that they are taking illegally. If they don't embrace this system, it means they don't want us to grow. They want us to be stuck in that poverty. So, just imagine that if you do transactions every now and then, like you do business, you are a business person, you're gonna be paying a lot of fees. That amount of money you used to pay fees can be used to inject back into your business. And these guys are taking it from you. And for local people, they are doing the same. If you have to send money to your loved ones back home, the reason why you see it expensive is because of fees that you have to pay daily for the middlemen that are involved before your money gets to its destination. Stable coins are changing the game. They are making things much easier, faster, and accessible for all of us. Now, let's discuss how banks make their money from this system. They take your deposit, your checking and savings, like you have a deposit account, a checking account. I mean, if you live wherever there's a banking system, there's so-called checking account, deposit account, or you can say saving account. They have different names that they describe this account: checking, savings, investment, deposit. I mean, so many names that they have used to describe this account, and all of these accounts are expensive. This is how they make their money. You have to pay them to keep your money for you. At the same time, they use your money, lend it out there, and they give you almost nothing as in return, depending on what account you are holding. So if you're holding deposit account or saving account, then they might say they're gonna give you something in return. But really, is that something based on the profit that they are making from your money? It's nothing. But what if you could hold your dollar digitally and earn a significant amount in return? I mean, interest. This is what they are trying to prevent. They know that you can actually hold your money and earn more interest than what you're receiving from them. If, say, you have to deposit your money to them, and at times, if you want your money back, they don't give you on time. You have to go fill papers, do this stuff. But with stable coins, you just get your money out whenever you want. This is fantastic, right? This is happening, guys. It's happening through DeFi, or you can call it decentralized finance. People are holding stable coins and earning yield. They are making interest from holding their money. This is fantastic, guys. I love this. I love this. It's already happening. And if you are out there in the dark, it's time to come out from the dark. It's time for you to learn how crypto works. Don't look at crypto to mean Bitcoin alone. No, there's so much in crypto that I think you don't know. All you've heard about crypto is what the news or your friends have told you about. There's so much more than Bitcoin, when it comes to crypto. This is a new financial institution which is being built on crypto. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Crypto is not just about Bitcoin, it's more than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is just one aspect of crypto. There's a lot that you need to learn. And if you are wasting time, then you are putting yourself at risk, losing money unnecessarily. That money could be saved to be put in use. You can do more with it than giving it to these guys for nothing. Something I think most of you don't know is this. Whenever you use your card in any store, any shop, anywhere in the world, there's a fee that goes to the bank, goes to Visa or MasterCard. They are the ones providing, like they are the gateway, they are the middlemen between you and your money and the person that you are paying that money to. So if you go to the shop and you use your Visa card, Visa is the one who is approving that transaction for you on your behalf. It's saying to that shop owner that I trust this guy. This guy is a customer of ours because they belong to this bank and this bank have issued them this credit card. So we accept. But with the stablecoin stuff, is built on the blockchain. And you don't have to go through any bank to carry out or any third party to affect your transaction. It goes straight to the person that you want the money to go to. So if you go to any store you want to buy and you're gonna pay to you're gonna pay with cryptocurrency, it goes straight to that person regardless what kind of system they have, right? If you want to pay in stable coins, it goes straight to your wallet. There's no bank involved, and the fees just minimum. If it has to go through many middlemen, like what we are experiencing with the current banking system, then that's when you're gonna pay more fees. So you can see the difference, the shift, how one system is more congested and the other system is more relaxed and accessible. The US has regulated stablecoins. They have recognized that stablecoin is the future of money. And this is what the people want. This is what the people need. They passed the Genius Act. This act is protecting the end users, you and I, if you deal with any stablecoin. It means that any shop or any provider of a stablecoin needs to protect the user. That means if you have $100 in stablecoin, it must be back 1:1. So that $100 bill that you have, if you are spending that money in that shop, let's say you go to one shop and you pay with your stable coins for $100, that company that provide that issue that stable coin is gonna pay the receiver or the person that you are buying from. I mean, you understand what I'm trying to say, right? It's the same thing. Like Visa is approving that you are a real person who owns this account, who owns this card, and you're approving it with your PIN code, right? And okay, this money belongs to you, and you are the person that is paying for these goods or for these services. So they're gonna approve it through their system, and in a couple of days, they're gonna send the money to you, who is the receiver who sold the stuff. It's the same thing, but this time around is different in the sense that you receive the money instantly. You don't have to wait for 2 minutes, 3 minutes before the money is being sent to you, maybe by Stripe or PayPal or other means of payment. You will receive the payment instantly, ready to be used. That's the power of stablecoin. And US has passed this law, Genius Act, which is going to give more protection to holders, to users. So if any bank out there or any institution is going to come up with their own stable coins, these stable coins must be backed by an actual 1:1 reserve somewhere, protecting the users or those who are going to convert their fiat into the stable coins. So this is game changing. Trust me, it's game changing. Now, let me summarize all what I've been saying here to you. The traditional banking system, built on slow, expensive, and exclusive pipes, is facing its first real existential threat in a century. Digital dollar or stablecoins are a total paradigm shift. They are a technology that moves money at the speed of the internet for anyone on the internet. The fear in the banking industry is real, as I mentioned. Not because this is bad, but because it's a better system for payments and savings, the bank's main jobs. So if banks are to lose this job, it means they are going to lose a lot of money on the table. That's why these banks are fighting it. The change won't happen overnight, and there are still hurdles to clear. But the giant of finance are already making their moves, proving the revolution is already here. The battle for the future of your money is happening right now. So I'll leave you with a question. Do you think this technology will completely reshape our financial world, or will the old school banks figure a way to adapt and stay on top of the game as usual? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. If you are interested to learn more about cryptocurrency, make sure you join my free Telegram community. The links is found at the description of this video. Subscribe, share, like. See you the next one. Bye bye. Ciao.